Andy Muschietti does not want to recast Ezra. So obviously when it comes to all this situation, again, it's a pretty interesting situation when it comes to the Flash and promoting and press junkets and everything, because we don't know what's going on with Ezra right now. That's pretty much what's we just don't know. We just don't know. It sucks because, again, Ezra would be a lot of fun during these press junkets. But yesterday, one of the press junkets, or one of the quotes that came out from Andy right here, was the fact that he did say that if a sequel happens, yes, I don't think there's anyone that can play that character as well as they did. The other depictions of the character are great, but this particular vision of the character, they just excelled in doing it. And, as you said, the two Barrys, it feels like a character that was made for them. So when it came to this quote and came to what's happening when it comes to the future of the DCU and what's going on with James Gunn and everything like that, I'm just kind of going like, well, now if we do get future Flash movies, yes, Ezra could, and I think that all of them will eventually come back. If everything's pretty successful when it comes to this new universe, I think all of them have potential to come back. Henry Cavill, Ben Affleck, Gal Gadot, even though that's always up in the air. Hopefully even Ray Fisher as Cyborg. That'd be pretty sweet to see him come back as Cyborg one of these days. I think there's always potential for them to come back. Especially, I think the Snyderverse is always going to be it's going to have its own verse in the multiverse. And I think James Gunn's going to respect the multiverse as much as he can, and the fact that it's like, all right, we can have this over here, and then hopefully maybe we can get some continuation of Snyderverse concepts, stories, whatever, or even Justice League 2 and 3 in some form, whether it be graphic novel or animation, whatever the hell. I'm okay with that 100%. Whatever Zach wants to do, let him do. What if they decide to go not do another Barry? What if they decide to go Wally West? They could go Wally West Flash. They could just say, let's just do Wally instead. I don't know. Maybe they will. Who knows? The Flash filmmakers say movie was not in danger of shutting down over Ezra Miller controversy. That was never real. So here's some quotes right here. According to Barbara Muschietti, a producer on The Flash who spoke with EW in a paired interview with her brother, director Andy Muschietti, that result was never actually on the table. Asked if there was a legitimate fear of the movie being canceled, Barbara says, not at all. That was never real. And he also mentions that the siblings are in touch with Ezra, who uses they and them pronouns. We have a lot of empathy in general for people who need help, and especially in mental health issues. That's why they are taking the necessary steps to deal with their recovery, and we support them in that. But yeah, it just kind of makes me wonder, what is James Gunn going to do? I mean, from what I've heard, that they probably won't go forward with Ezra if they do another Flash movie. But then at the same time, what do you do if this movie makes $1 billion? And people are raving about the performance from Ezra? It's a little difficult. But Ezra could, again, I don't think anybody who's been a superhero, because my God, we have Michael Keaton coming back as Batman 30 plus years later. The door seems like it's always open. So anybody who doesn't think that that's a possibility, I don't know what you're thinking. We had Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield coming back. We have Hugh Jackman coming back. I think nowadays it's just it could happen. There could be something. There still could be something Snyderverse-like.